We are delighted to welcome you to the opening of the QAHub Global Conference 2025. Thank you to everyone who has joined us. Alim and Aya are here with you. What awaits you? Distinguished speakers, breakthrough cases, world-class networking. QAHub community is a global community where IT professionals come together to share knowledge, experience, and fresh ideas. Our speakers and members are from more than 80 countries. Join our social networks where you can discover all the cool things we do. And now we present our distinguished speakers, our partners, our organizing team. So, let's begin.
So this is the QAHub conference, and we are your incomparable Aya and Alim, and we are starting the third and final day of our global conference. Stay with us. It's going to be interesting, fun, and just awesome. Our awesome competition is already underway, and you've got a real chance to win great prizes by completing the contest terms. Follow us on our social media channels to learn more and join the fun. And we begin. Our special guest, straight from Australia, is an engineer who not only implements advanced technologies in testing processes, but also inspires teams to innovate. His passion for artificial intelligence helps open new horizons of efficiency, quality, and automation. Meet inspirational speaker, lead test automation engineer Animesh Mukherjee. Animesh, go ahead.
Thank you for the introduction, guys. I'm really happy to be in the conference and as a speaker. So let me present you with the AI in QA. So today, hopefully, first of all, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Animesh, I'll be presenting with you AI in QA today. So let me first introduce myself. So who am I? So as the bot already introduced me here, that I am a lead software test automation engineer working in IT industry for more than 12 years. Now, this is me when I am not actually doing any work. So I am a travel freak guy. I love to explore new countries. I have, fortunately for my work, I have visited a lot of continent and countries like Asia, Europe, and now I have been live from Australia. So travel is my passion. Today, where I will be walk you through few of the AI in QA stuff. So let me go through all the stuffs what I will be showing you today. So today I'll be showing you why we need AI in QA. And we know that AI, we cannot avoid AI. So AI is not just a buzzword today, it's real. And why do we need AI in QA? So then I'll take you through AI terminologies. And then I think everyone is hearing about MCP. The buzz MCP has been quite around for I think it is almost a quarter. And then I'll take you through two tools, like popular open source tools, which will have already implemented AI. One is Playwright, another is Cypress. They use different stuff. So I'll also walk you through few live demos where you will be seeing how the AI in action. So without any further ado, let's get started. So yeah, that's a major question now here is why we need AI in QA. So I think everyone is hearing this AI buzz for quite a lot since the invent of Chat GPT, and it's been around from there on like almost 3 years. And there has been a lot of stuff going on like vibe coding, AI agents, MCP, LLM. We are hearing a lot of buzzwords. So today I'll just show you why we need AI in QA and what AI can do in the field of QA. So as we automate test in our regression or smoke test shoot, AI is a really helpful tool, and it's been helping to speed up the QA process, doing automation, helping in automation, creating automation framework, writing the test plan, specifically all the documentation. The stability and the coverage has been really good. Our productivity has been boosted with all those vibe coding stuff. I think everyone has started using Copilot, Windsurf, Cursor, those vibe coding stuff with the AI agents. It's really helpful. We can't avoid them. So this has been a really this advantage of AI in QA. So yeah, and as Uncle Ben says, with great power comes great responsibility in Spider-Man. I think everyone will be hearing that. So with AI, we need to be cautious because AI can hallucinate a lot. And throughout my using of AI, I have been seeing a lot of hallucination without any governance. I think we should not use AI. Just don't rely on AI. That will ended up in poor quality of test cases. The reliability also will not be good. And specifically, as everyone is using AI, some of the big organizations are actually developing agents on their own, but some of the organizations are using obviously the third party AI tool, which always questions the data privacy. So data privacy is one of the thing which is a question when using AI. So it's better to know the tools which you are using, do a good amount of security assessment, and then use those tools in your organization. That would be really helpful. And also what I found out that AI can do really good thing when there is a minor changes or the UI is not that complex. But in case of complex UIs, it is not really helpful. So these are all the risks if we are using AI in QA. Now let's move on. So now let's see about the terminologies in AI. So I think everyone has heard about LLMs. I think they are around for more than 3 years now since the invent of ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini. So I think we all have been using those LLMs in our day-to-day life, and they are like helping a lot. So LLM stands for large language model. So I think everyone knows that LLM. So LLMs are trained on a large amount of data, and those data are actually fed to the LLMs, and they, based on the training, they will answer all of our questions. So I think this is has been used by everyone nowadays. And now those two words which you might have heard as well in your thing, like MCP, what is the model context protocol. So this model context protocol is quite new. I think last 1 year it has been helping us a really lot. So I'll be explaining in depth about MCP in my subsequent slides, and also the AI agents as well. So AI agents are actually really helpful, and there are few AI agents have been developed by Playwright. So I'll be explaining them, and I'll walk you through them in the subsequent slides. Okay, let's start with MCP. So what is MCP? So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. So this MCP, you can think of a USB-C hub as illustrated in this example. So what MCP is? So actually what LLM, we know, everyone knows about LLM, and we are using those LLM like Chat GPT-5, Claude Sonnet 4, and any other LLMs. So LLMs can answer our questions and based on what input we have provided. But LLMs alone cannot interact with different applications like any web browser or Slack or Gmail or any other applications. But with the help of MCP, MCP gives you the tool that those LLMs can interact with all those external applications, and then they can get the data, get the knowledge of that application, and help them solving the problem. So let's, for example, I want to like open a browser, navigate to some of the websites, and then I want to automate a scenario. So I can ask Claude Sonnet 4 that give me some test cases, or go to the website and do this. So LLM alone cannot do this kind of stuff. So it has to have support of MCP so that it can interact with the browsers, web browsers, and then it gets the logs from there, all the snapshots from there, and then it will actually get all the knowledge, and it can write the test scenarios and also write the test automation suite, which I will be showing you in subsequent examples. So this is kind of LLM is kind of a bridge between this sorry MCP is kind of a bridge between this LLM and those applications. So in some of the slides I have seen that they are explaining LLM like MCPs as like APIs, as API is the bridge between a backend and front end. So LLM is also a bridge between MCP is a bridge between LLM and like the application. So let's move on. So now the fun part begins. So introduction to Playwright MCP. I think most of you have heard about Playwright, and most of you might have also be using Playwright in your day-to-day projects as well. So Playwright is a really powerful tool backed by Microsoft, and they are doing a really great job. And they recently, couple of months back, they introduced a Playwright MCP, which was quite interesting, and everyone started using it. And so what this Playwright MCP actually is. So in this illustration, I was trying to explain about Playwright MCP. You see in the left side, there is AI. AI stands for any kind of LLM. You can use Claude Sonnet, GPT-5, or anything. And there is a browser. So Playwright MCP sits between those LLMs and browsers, and it helps LLM to get interact with the actual web browser. So Playwright has give those tools like what we can do using Playwright, like click, type, and any other stuff like take screenshot, do perform a task, opening a window, closing a window. So those kind of tools have been implemented in Playwright MCP, and they are actually fed back to the LLMs. And in this scenario, then LLM have all the data to write the test cases, generate the automation code for us, and actually which will be working for that particular scenario. So this has been launched by MCP, I think 2 months back, and I have done a POC, and it worked really well. But after a couple of weeks of releasing that MCP, Playwright team have launched a breaking change, which is Playwright agents. So they are really awesome. So let me go through what is Playwright agents. So Playwright team have actually give three different agents. So one is planner and generator and healer. So these three agents can work independently. You can also use them sequentially, or you can also chain them as well in different things. So what is planner actually? So planner is an agent which is generally trained to write a test plan for your application. So you have to provide a context. Let's say I will show you. Let's just specifically a seed file. So this seed file will be provided to the context of the planner, and then the planner will explore your application and then go through, and then it will generate a comprehensive test plan. So, and this generator, from that test plan, you can generate those actual automation test cases. And the healer agent is used for auto healing the test cases. So some of the generator test case might fail, and healer will run them, and actually they can heal, auto heal, and they can heal those test cases, and you can fix it. So actually what it does is it reduces the maintenance time as well as the cost of any automation test engineer. So you can just go and check some test is failing, some flaky tests are there. You ask healer agent to explore the app, investigate. It will actually run in debug mode those test cases, as we do generally in debug mode, the human being, to know where the test case is failing, why the test case is failing, and then it will fix those test cases, automation test cases. This is actually really helpful for all of us who are into test automation. Okay, so agents in action. So what is that means? So with all those boring explanation I have done till now. Let me give you a live demo what Playwright agent can do, and then probably it will be helpful for most of you to understand what, if you have not used the agents actually, you'll get an insight what actually agent is. So let me show you a quick walkthrough. Okay, so I hope everyone is able to see my code editor here. So there is nothing fancy here. So I only installed Playwright in my VS Code. Here I have opened a Copilot chat, and as you can see in the package.json, this Playwright has been installed. So one thing to note here is you have to install or update your Playwright, the latest version of Playwright, at least 1.56.0 to use those agents. So, and another thing to note is like your VS Code, like VS Code, this VS Code should be at least 1.105. So that is the latest. So this version is released in September. So this you need to have those prerequisite in order to run those all the Playwright agents. So let's go to the Playwright documentation for a time. So if you go to the Playwright documentation, you will see a comprehensive explanation how you can use those planner, generator, and healer agent. So how, as I mentioned, so Playwright have given us an node packet executor command for this VS Code, Claude Code, and Open Code. So these are the three commands. You can just bring it in your terminal, and then it will create all the agents. And as I mentioned, so VS Code version should be 1.105. So in order to work in those agents. So let me copy this and go to my terminal, and let me paste it. And see this, these are the things it has generated. So it has generated those in my .github folder. It has generated this chat mode. This chat mode is generator, healer, planner. These are actually the agents. It has generated an mcp.json, and it has also generated a seed file. So let me go inside my VS Code. So now you will see here the magic. So you see in the .github folder, in the chat mode, it has this planner, generator, and healer. So these are the like if you just go through this planner.chat, this markdown file, you will see this. Use this agent when you need to create comprehensive test plan for a web application or website. So this is the description of the planner, and these are the tools. So this tool is actually provided. There are, if I am correct, so there are total 39 tools here. So this is basically nothing but whatever Playwright can do. These are the tools like edit, create file, create directory, file search, text search, browser click, browser close. So all of those tools have been implemented in the planner agent so that it can explore your app, and then it can actually write all the test plan for you. So as here Playwright have created all those comprehensive stuff. You can see you are an expert web test planner with extensive experience in quality assurance, user experience testing, and test scenario design. Your expertise includes functional testing, edge case identification, and comprehensive test coverage and planning. So this is basically how Playwright have used the MCP to create those agents. I'll go through the MCP file as well. So here you will see what are the tasks of this planner agent: navigate and explore, analyze user flows, design comprehensive scenarios, then structured test plan. So here all of those high level tasks has been detailed down by Playwright team with this clear description. This create documentation. This planner is generally for creating documentation, and then it has all the application overview. So it has all the tasks and things are already written. So test scenarios, add new to dos. So it has to give, you have to give one context. So this is the seed spec.ts, which I'll explain you in a bit. So this is the planner agent. And if you go to the generator agent, so you see here the description, use this agent when you need to create automated browser test using Playwright. So this is the general description. This the same format is the tools. So this is the basically what Playwright can do, is given to the generator, so that generator can generate the test cases. Here it is written, you are a Playwright test generator, an expert in browser automation and end-to-end testing. Your specialty is creating robust, reliable Playwright tests that accurately simulate user interfaces and validate application behavior. So generator is generally used to generate all the test cases from a test plan which is created by the planner. So as I mentioned, you can use them in the chain system. So this is really, so here you can see briefly, for each test case you generate, you obtain the test plan for all the specs, verification, service, and then run the generator setup page tools to setup page. So you can go through, this is a markdown file that has been auto generated, you do not need to bother about it. And then the healer, use this agent when you need to debug and fix failing Playwright tests. So you are the Playwright test healer, an expert test automation engineer, specialist in debugging, resolving Playwright test failures. And your mission is to systematically identify, diagnose, and fix broken Playwright test using a methodological approach. So this is basically in nutshell, all the tools have been provided, like the debug tool here. If I can locate it, it actually will debug your test case in debug mode, and then it can use it. Another thing it has generated is this mcp.json file. So this is actually the Playwright test MCP. So this, as I mentioned, so this agents are working with MCP here. So this Playwright test, this is the MCP. Basically, it actually generated automatically. You do not have to do anything. This is just a plain JSON file. And another file it has generated is this seed file. So this is basically the entry point for the test planner. So if you want to do any kind of entry point, like navigate to a specific URL, or you have some fixture where you already logged in and you want to start your test, start that planner to explore from that particular page, you can do this entry point. It's totally optional. So you can leave it a blank, but you need to give a proper context to it. So I'll show you what it will do when I'll be generating a test plan, then generate the test cases and heal the test cases as well. But as you see here, you can see there are lines here. So that means these are not yet correctly configured. So you have to do something, update the tools in the MCP, so in order for them to work. So let me go here. If you see in the Playwright test, I have selected it, and then I am doing this update tools. So in case you found the same thing, you have to do it. Now you see, you are not seeing this Playwright test is selected, update tools are not there. And then I have provided this OK, and this, all the things have now gone. That means you can start doing it. So for this demonstration purpose, I'll be using this demo web shop app. This is an e-commerce app which is used by Tricentis, provided by Tricentis. So this I'll be using for this demo. So let's have a fun with Playwright agents. So in the meanwhile, I'll just explain here. If you see, I think most of you now aware will be the Copilot. So here you see in the drop down, the agent, basically this agent plan, ask and edit. This agent is the generic agent provided by Copilot. And as those chat modes have been already present, created by the Playwright tool, so this planner, generator, and healer, these three are already added due to this Playwright. So we will be using not this agent, the generic agent, or any plan or ask or edit. We'll be using this planner, generator, and healer, which have been added by Playwright. So let's dive in. So you see here, as I mentioned, this you have to give all the agents let's say I have selected the planner agent, you have to give the planner agent a context to where to start, which app to explore, which thing to do. So in this is basically Playwright have created this seed file which you can give to this planner, so that this planner can generate a test plan for your app. So let me go and give this await page dot go to. Now I'll be using this. So now for me, in this demonstration purpose, I have only given this title, like this page for here. So I will ask now, I have added this seed file in the context, and I have selected this planner. So for this purpose, demonstration purpose, I am using LLM as Claude Sonnet 4.5. You can use any of your LLM of your choice. I found Claude Sonnet 4.5 is a bit good. So let me ask, hey, can you explore the website and create a test plan for the login and registration station feature and create the plan in spec folder. So I have used this, just I have selected this planner, and then I've said, can you explore the website and create test plan for the login and registration feature and place it in spec folder. So I have, there is no spec folder present, so I have asked it to explore the website and create a test plan for login and registration feature only, because if I ask this agent to generate a test plan for all the website, it might take a long time. So that's why I just asked it to generate a specific like feature, that's a login and registration feature. And this is also helpful because when you'll be doing actual automation, you should always focus on a feature and give a narrow context rather than a wide context of explore my website and generate a test plan. So in that scenario, what I observe is the AI agent actually hallucinates really, and then it creates some vague scenarios which are not really helpful. So you have to actually verify all of your test plan. But this should be good, I guess, login and registration feature of that e-commerce website. So let's see what the planner does. Hopefully it will be doing something. Yep. So let's see. So this is really helpful if you want to understand how the LLM actually works. Like this playwright agent, sorry. So this run setup planner page. So it is actually is one of the tools. This is the spec file. So I hope I have saved this, and this is actually doing something. So this has already, I have given the context here. I hope I saved the file. So it should, if you can see here, this Chromium, so it has already started launching the Chromium. So it will explore the app, and it will create a test plan. So it's not just a vague scenario. This is what the MCP is doing. So if you see here, it's first time, it will take some time. So, and by default it will be running everything in the headed mode. So if you see, it should open the demo web shop URL. Yep, it is going here. So I have not written any code, so it's the setup planner. It should do its part. So now this is one of the stuff. So it has opened the website, and for this purpose, what I have to do is when it will be using this kind of tools, all the tools, it needs the permission of me, because it does not have the administrator access. So for this purpose, you can do for demonstration purpose without review, but the recommendation is always to allow without review in this session. So yeah, for this demo I can do allow this session. So yeah, as soon as I give it the access, so it should perform. Now I'll explore and log in session. So see, this is actually doing a click operation. If you can see my screen, so it has clicked the login. Now I have to provide all the allow option for all the tools. Once I've given for one tool, it will be sufficient in this session, but for different tools it needs to do it. See, it click the registration page. So it is actually running the click operation. It is doing something. So I need to provide the allow. So every time I do is this one. So if you see here, ran navigate URL. So everything is like a MCP operation, which it is doing. So running a click operation, ran click operation. So whatever it is doing, it is actually giving most of the click operation it has done, and it has also always saving those all the test logs. If I need to do this, maybe probably I need to, yes, sometimes this resolution does not work, so you will not see this. So ran close browser, so it is open browser, close browser. So now it has already explored the website. Now I'll create a comprehensive test plan document for the login and registration features. So it has explored the app, the specifically the login and the registration part, has closed the browser, and then it is generating me a test plan. Hopefully I'll see a test plan in a moment. This demo can go anything. It is depending on the agent. Let's see. Don't ruin this demo. Okay, let's wait a bit. It will take some time to create the MD file. So all the test log and the page snapshot it has retrieved, it will give to the LLM, which is the Claude Sonnet 4.5 for me. So, and this actually, they will draft all the test plan in the markdown file. So yeah, let's keep it for time being. So it has created something. So, okay. So the LLM, what I see here is I asked it to generate in the spec folder. So it created in the test folder. That is not the way what I have suggested. But anyways, this LLM, this agents need something. So let's see what this has given us. So this Tricentis demo webshop, this login and registration test plan, application overview. So it has given a comprehensive test plan. The Tricentis demo webshop is an e-commerce platform that provides user authentication and account management feature. The login and registration feature tested in this plan included user registration, user login, password recovery, navigation. So it has given all the comprehensive test scenarios. User registration, let's see what it generated in the user registration. Registered new user with valid data. That's a good thing. The expected result, this one. Register new user with female gender. Register without gender selection. So that must be the negative scenario. Gender is optional, not required field. So this you have to obviously check. So it obviously see that this gender is optional, but not required field, but you need to see if this is actually correct or not. So sometimes it did hallucinate and told that gender is optional, but maybe it's mandatory. So it's not always reliable. You need to review all the each and every scenarios it has created in the test plan. But it's a good entry point, I would say. Don't rely everything on the agent. Manually review all your test cases here, and let's say validate invalid email format. Good. So it has created a quite comprehensive plan. So it will take some time to review it. Let's not worry about what it generated. This is the out of scope, so it has assumed some out of scope thing. And this one. Okay, so let's start with this. Although it did not generate it in the correct folder, now let's start with the generator agent. Let's see if the generator agent can generate any test cases for it. So for generator to generate test case, you need a context. This test plan is the context. So let's see this one. Let me ask it, generate me a test case for this particular registered new user with female gender. So I have used generator, and always what Playwright recommended is to use a clean context. So I have cleared the previous context, and then I have used generator and given this context, and let's see what it does. So it have this context, this test plan in the context, and this will actually generate a registered plan. So it will start exploring it. Let's see what it will do. I'll generate test case for 1.2 from your test plan. Okay, so this is the first thing you will see it generate the setup generator. So you see in the planner, it started as setup planner. The similar thing it will do a setup generator. So what it will do, it will actually open a Chromium browser, and then it will navigate and it will manually perform the steps. So for this, as I mentioned, you have to allow it. So once you allow it, it will actually go and perform the scenario like manually, how you used to do identify locators. So in this scenario, it will run all the scenario. It will generate the test log. It will get all the locators. It will pass it to my LLM, and then it will generate me a code which should work, I hope. So let's wait for it. So this one, navigate to the URL. So let me allow it and skip, but you should always verify this in allow and review one. This can be dangerous when you will be doing production, and always do commit your things. It has all the access to create and delete file, so do commit your changes before doing planner, generator, or healer. So once the test plan is created, review it, commit it, and then start it. So here I think it needs some more. Auto approval is done. So let's see what it is doing. So it has selected some female, I can see. Okay, this is taking a bit long. So now it's telling it, it's allowing it. So ran type, so it is running the type. So once it ran the type, it should ran the last name, email. So this is all the data. So I have not given any test data as well here. So it is manipulating all the data. So it's somewhere it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from, the LLM, but it is actually generating this data. So what I feel is sometimes this LLM and agents works really slow, and sometimes it can work really faster. It depends. So this is like allow it For this demonstration purpose, maybe I'll allow it without reviewing, so it will be more faster. But in your original scenario, it should not do it. You should always review what you are allowing. So this is type. It is I have allowed, so it has type first name and last name. So it has entered this password, email as well. So allow without review, always allow without review. Let's see if it can fast forward everything. But this is dangerous in your live site. For demonstration purpose, I just allow it so that it can go faster way. I hope I'm not out of credit on my Cloudson 4. Yeah, it has entered this. So yeah, it has entered the password. Let's wait for the confirm password. So it has already confirmed password. Now it should click the register button and see the verify the message. So it's working. Let's wait. Yeah, that's why I have not given anything here. So it has already clicked that your registration is successful. So it will now verify the success message. It should verify the success message because this should be a part of the scenario. The registration is successful. And also this one. Let's see it once it generates the test case. Yep, perfect. It's the registration is successful. It is approved test log. Okay. Let me approve it. So I think I need to, yes. So this ran verify text visible. So this is a new tools it have used. So that's why it asked for this verification, the approval. So it's actually you can see this intent verify registration completion successful text your registration is complete. So it has this input. So it will obviously pass it to the LLM and then approve test results. So then this allow without review and verify element visible. So it is actually running all the test case, generating the locators, and then it will create the test. So let's wait. I hope it will work. Okay, now it actually do is it generated the logs and write it the test file. So it is asking me permission. So let's give it a permission and see. You see ran retrieve test log. So whatever it has retrieved, the MCP, it is now passing it to the LLM. LLM is also using this to generate a test case for it, which is the purpose of generator. So hopefully it will not, the next thing it will do is to write a test file here under tests. Yep, write, run write test, which is the next thing. Once I have allowed, it should start writing the test file. I should see yes. You can see this. Yep, so it takes a bit time, but yeah, it has generated. So you can see this. So it has go to this URL. It has this locators. So what I specifically found is the locator is it's actually finding a good thing. But although this is a preliminary test case, it has generated, but it's a good starting point, I would say. Obviously, in the next step is to refactor it and in do it is a model like page object model, everything it can do. But for the interest of time, as it has already generated the test case, let's see if this test case have been passing or not. Okay, let's see. Yep, you can see this registration with this user have failed, and this is the thing which because this user is already registered. So this user is already registered, that's why it's failed. So now if I ask the healer fix, I will say is if this is failing, and this is the obvious reason is whatever it has generated the test case it has given. So fix the failing test. If I say failing test, let's I use the healer. So the what the healer will do is it will do the healing. So let's see what the healer is doing. So healer will run the test case and it will heal it. So I have to allow it, allow always. So let me do allow always, because with the interest of time, because the time is going on, so the test case is failing because you cannot find your registration. Let me debug. So now this test case is run in the debug mode. You see it has already opened the website and it will perform all the test case. It found the specific email ID exists. So once it found out that this already exists, so now what I can see the issue that shows this exists. So now it knows that this test case is obviously this is a hard coded data what it has generated, and then it should change that thing to a date time dot now, which is really cool stuff which it has done. So now next time when it will run with a specific user. So let's see if this test is working or not. So now also I have ran it and it is also running it. But if it runs faster than me, it will actually fail. But this time it has passed. But obviously this will be this date time. It's a dynamic one. So this is how thing it will work. And this is probably it for this playwright presentation. With the interest of time, maybe I will just briefly go through the rest of the slides here. So with the playwright, as I know, this one is the Cypress prompt. So as you know, this Cypress is also one of the popular tool which have invented a really great natural language processing AI tool. So here you see Cypress have introduced a prompt. So it will convert all the demo, like what I will say, this array into a natural language. If you can see, you can just give it a natural language and then it will actually generate a test case for you. So in the Sci prompt, you will give an array of strings and it will generate a test case. So this is a really good where you are converting the natural language steps into an executable Cypress test. If I know the time is really short, I would have thought of a presentation for a live demo, but with the interest of time, I will not show you because it will take more time for the Cypress prompt to work. So you can see what this actually is doing. Cypress prompt, this is actually this prompt is converting the natural language and giving it AI model and then parsing it, and then it is generating all the Cypress tests. So this Cypress actually uses all the DOMs, and the one of the catch with this Cypress prompt is this, that this Cypress prompt can only work if you have a Cypress cloud, which is not a free thing. So that's how you cannot use Cypress prompt without a Cypress cloud. That is one of the catch here. And also what I found out, the locator it generate is not that great. So let's see what the conclusion. So for me, I would say the AI tools is really, so this I found out from LinkedIn. AI is a mirror reflecting not only our intellect but our values and fears. So this has been written by Ravi Narayanan. So he's also one of the CEO of one of the banks in India. So I know we are like frightened with AI. AI will replace human being. There are a lot of speculation, but I think everyone should learn AI, and because it will be a really good productivity tool, and it will really help us to boost our productivity. It may replace the job, it might not replace the job, but we never know the future. But definitely it will help to improve our job as well. So that's my thoughts here. Then if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And I'm really thankful for you to join in this conference. And yeah, that's kind of it for me. This is my LinkedIn profile. If you want to connect with me over LinkedIn, you can do that. So yeah, that's.
Wow. Superb. Cool. Wow. Very helpful. Superb. Cool. And we have a few questions from our audience. So, Animesh, our first question. So, Animesh, what advantages does using the Model Context Protocol provide compared to traditional approaches to test state management?
So model context protocol actually helps us to give the LLM the tools. So you can just ask LLMs. You can in fact, with the model context protocol, you can create AI agents. Let's say you need some specific AI agents for any of the tools, not for test automation, but for creating documentation for any tool. So this model context protocol can give your LLM the power to create that tool. So you can build an AI agents, as I have shown here. The AI agents are built on top of MCP. So MCPs are really powerful. You can give all the tools to the LLM, and LLM can do the work for you, which might take and long time for you to do, and it's really boost your productivity.
Oh, really? Cool. And the last question, what typical mistakes or challenges can arise when implementing the Model Context Protocol, and how can they be effectively overcome?
So I would say the MCP, the one of the disadvantage of MCP here is that whenever the LLM is like if you give an MCP a particular narrow context, it will really work for you. But if you give a broad context to an MCP and ask it to do something, in that scenario, the model actually did not achieve its goal and do hallucinate. So this is one of the disadvantage, and you can't rely on MCP at all. So you should not rely on MCP, and you should narrow your context. And this is one of the main challenge when you are implementing a model context protocol. So you have to give all the provided all the tools in the MCP, and you have to narrow out the context, like as Playwright have built. What is the planner? What is the generator and the healer?
Excellent. Thank you. Guys, if your questions aren't answered, don't worry. Our speaker will respond to everyone in writing as soon as possible. Wonderful. Animesh, thank you for your excellent, brilliant presentation, for your clear, professional answers and for taking the time to join us all the way from Australia. Your experience and knowledge made your talk truly valuable for all conference participants. Thank you for the inspiration and for sharing your professionalism with our community. And now, let's welcome Azat and his Kahoot. Azat, move on.
Hello everyone, thank you Aya. So, it's time to take a break and have some fun. Guys, please join the game using the link that I will share in the chat or using this pin code that you see on the screen. And we will start in a couple of minutes. Okay, I see the first participant. Oh, Sabina. Hello again. Julia, Kate, Ankita. Hello, guys. Let's just wait a couple of minutes so everyone can join and have a chance to win the prize. For the winner of this game, we have a prize as usual. Okay, I see people are still joining. By the way, we also have a contest in our social media where you can also get a prize. So please visit our social media pages and have a chance to win. Just a minute more. Okay, I think it's time to start. While people are joining, I will tell you our game rules. So, it's game number 5, and it's called AI versus Composers. So let's check our rules. So you will be given 10 songs. Some of them are created by human beings and some of them are generated by AI. So your goal is to guess whether a song was generated by AI. If it was generated, then you select true. If not, then you select false. To do so, you will be having 30 seconds for each song, and the faster you select correct answer, the more points you will get. And the one who scores the most points in the end is the winner. And for this winner, we have a valuable prize. Okay, let's check song number 1. And let me prepare it and let's start. Song number 1.
Clear signs. I've stumbled, fallen, crossed the lines, but every scar's a badge I've earned. Through every flame
Okay. Okay, it was 50-50. So 28 people choose the correct answer is true and 28 for false. So it's actually AI generated. So okay. And let's see the proof. So it was generated by me. It's a generative AI tool called Suno. And yeah, it it generated me the song, the text, the vocal, etc. So yeah, it's gonna be not so obvious today. So good luck, guys. Let's move to the next one. Song number 2. This song is generated by AI. True or false?
Who's gonna tell you when it's too
Okay, okay. I see most of you are correct this time. This is actually a real song. It was not generated. Let's see our scoreboard. Okay. So this song is called Drive, and the band is The Cars. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's from 1984, somewhere there. Okay, let's see the next one. Song number 3. This song is generated by AI. True or false? Okay, it was a beautiful song, really cool song, but actually it was AI generated, and most of you were unfortunately wrong. Okay, let's see our scoreboard. And that's the proof. This song is called Grand Mystery. It's an instrumental song with no lyrics in it, but it's AI generated. Okay, let's check the song number 4. Is this generated by AI or not?
gone like changing seasons? Alright, alright. You sweat the city.
Okay, okay. Again, most of you were unfortunately wrong. This is a real song created by. Okay, let's see. Scoreboard first. So, this song is created by band Bonobo featuring Georgie, and it's an actual song. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Song number 5. Is this generated by AI or not?
I'm not that easy to tame. You should see me under these lights. All my tears turn to ice. That's the sweetest escape. Every time the feeling kicks in, I might stay through the night. Bet you get it now. Rock that didn't I? 잠깐 터지만 누가 누군지. Whoa. Think you're running back? Guess we gonna be know I want.
Okay, okay. Most of you were right. It is a real song. And Nastya on the first place. Okay. So this song from Blackpink, it's a K-pop song, and it's a real one, not generated. Let's move on. Next one, song number 6. Guess, is it generated by AI or not? Okay, beautiful, touching melody, but it was actually generated by AI, and most of you were right. Okay, now updates. Well, a little bit of updated. So yeah, this is called Whispers of the Keys and was generated by AI. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Song number 7.
A glance that burned like wildfire. It cut through the smoke in the air. Your voice a match strike, then silence. Gone like you were never there. Flicker and fire.
Okay. A lot of people selected false, but no, it is Gen AI song, and we have a new leader on the top. And let me prove it that it's actually Gen AI. So it's called Flicker and Fade, and the lyrics was generated, the song was generated by AI. Okay, let's move on. Next one, song number 8. Yeah, most of you were right this time. This is not a Gen AI song. Let's see our scoreboard, a little bit updated, and the song is called Let Down by Radiohead. Okay, let's see. Next one, next song. Song number 9.
When, yeah, wind cutting corners, my wheels humming low. Concrete symphony, streets putting on a show. Graffiti kisses on the walls we roll past. City breathing heavy, but the moment's built to last. Pop shove it's over cracks, dodging glass.
Okay, it was not so obvious. It is actually a Gen AI song. Okay, the scoreboard is updated every question. Okay, and this is the proof that it was generated and called Rolling Deep about skateboard. Okay, and the final song number 10. So let's guess. Okay, beautiful jazz song. It was actually not generated but composed by human beings. And yeah, let's check. Yeah, this is from Kamashi, Washington, and the song is called Humility. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for participation. And now let's check. Let's see who is our winner. Third place is Nastya. On the second, Jao Ober. And on the first place, Mary 23. Thank you guys. Thank you for participating. I hope you had some fun, had some break, and now let me take give the word to our Alim. Alim, over to you.
Guys, how was the game? I hope it kept you entertained during the break while waiting for our next special guest. Remember, our amazing contest is in full swing, and you can still score awesome prizes by completing the contest rules. Follow us on social media to learn more and join the fun. So let's welcome our honorary speaker, an experienced program QA manager with over 20 years in IT. She successfully manages large and diverse projects, builds effective QA teams, and implements modern approaches to automation and performance. She also combines strategic thinking with deep knowledge in banking, gaming, and retail. And her leadership and communication skills help achieve outstanding results in complex and dynamic projects. And simply a wonderful girl straight from Canada, meet Natalia Moisienko. Natalia, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, I believe that I can start. Thank you so much for the so nice welcome, nice words. And today I'm going to tell you about our experience for one of the maybe biggest our clients, and about how do you see how the AI will shape our future, and especially in quality assurance field. So what we will be talking about, first of all, I do believe that it's obvious, but we also need to talk about why we need to involve, why we need to develop ourselves, and where it leads us, which skills we will need. Then we will talk about some strategical thinking, which I think that it's maybe the most important for our profession, especially in the future. The next chapter will be about human and AI collaboration. It's not like AI plus human, but vice versa. So we will be guiding, I believe, and we will be driving this AI adoption. Then we will talk about new types of application we will be validating. It will be AI-infused testing. It's a new word, it's a new direction, and it's definitely will be one of the maybe key skills we will need to have in the future. Then again, we will be talking about, in general, which skills do we need, and how to adopt in your team, how to adopt AI. So let's move to the first slide. Just a quick sound check. Okay, I believe that, yeah, I'm audible and visible. Perfect. So first of all, why do we need to involve? Nowadays, we are moving. Maybe can you please switch to the next slide, Tatiana? Yeah, thank you. So there are so many conversations about how AI is shaping our future and how AI is shaping especially IT world. But still, we are still in the core of this movement. Why? Because actually we, like humans, we can evaluate if AI moving into the right direction, if it helps us, and actually to validate and guide him. So still, AI cannot work without human directed help and support. So let us talk about this, what is in the reality, how it helps us. Can we please switch to the next slide? First of all, maybe your team is already in the direction to moving from the reactive to predictive QAs, but let us talk a bit about what does it mean. For many, many years, since the testing as the profession just appeared on the market, we were mainly focused on validating the product and finding and fixing the issues. And our participation in software development lifecycle was mainly reactive rather than predictive. I believe that you will support this idea that actually for many years we were working with the whatever product delivery team is shipping to us and validating. Now, maybe it's not the situation in your team. Maybe your team is already mature quite. But in general, the overall movement will be more predictable. It means that with the help of AI, with the help of our skills and strategic thinking, we will be more focused on how to prevent issues, how to help the delivery teams not to face with some challenges. So it will be like more strategical thinking and more predictable analytics. And of course, one of the skills will be about the predictive analysis. Sorry, it's quite, yeah, I'm outside of my place because the connection was so bad. So sorry for the, maybe not, I'm not looking great under the sun, but nevertheless, we will be moving into more scalable strategies. It means that each of us, we will need to become more strategist and think and prevent issues the team might face in the future. So let us move to the next slide. So what it requires? Just 1 second. What is requires? First of all, we will need to think about architecture and architecture first as design. It means that we will need to focus what really matters and where AI can reduce the noise. You see that the main problem when we introduce AI, specifically for the test design, it can generate like a lot of things, yeah. And only we as the human, we can decide actually what to take, what makes sense, how to optimize. Otherwise, it will be very heavy, not manageable, and maybe not focusing on the target we need to achieve. Then the next step, we will need to use the reusable modular assets. It means that whatever you design, guys, you need to think about how you can reutilize it in the future, how to make it like more applicable for different use cases. And in general, and maybe the most important thing, that we will be having, and I truly believe that it's actually one of the main direction in QA world. We will be again, this is AI which shapes this future and this direction. But in general, I do believe that we will be having only one unified quality team. There will be no separation between manual or functional and automation engineers. We all need to be able to do this, to validate, to strategically thinking about how to better validate the application, but also to use AI as much as possible to automate our work. So my personal opinion that there will be, we will be eliminating this separation between two roles. So the main role in the future is more quality assurance strategist, thinker, rather than manual or automation engineers. And again, in this, when with AI, we will be able to enlarge the scope of coverage, right? We will be able to generate more test cases. But again, do we really need to generate 1 million test cases? I don't believe so. So the main focus will be to focus on value-based prioritization. So apply those tests which will bring the real value, which will help business to develop and to move further. Can we move to the next slide? A few words about human and AI collaboration. I've already said that still we will be, yeah, if you can do the presentation like in, how to say, the automatic mode, not, yeah, there is a slide under this, Tanya, yeah. Yeah, just play the next slide, just play. Oh my God, I forgot. Yeah, there is an automatic screen should appear, but it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to showcase that currently AI helps us a lot with some basic things like test design, and we are able to generate pretty good test cases and even to collect it into the traceability matrix, to build the requirements and test cases linkage. So it helps a lot, as well as it helps us to generate some quite useful and applicable for many cases automation. So this was just an example of a real work, and under this black screen there is another screen, unfortunately doesn't work. With traceability matrix, I just wanted to showcase you that we are using it on daily work. We use it for automation, we use it for test design, but in general, the main message is that if you are expecting to get some like fantastic productivity gain, it might not happen from the very beginning. The productivity gain we will get if we implement AI into every stage of SDLC process. And this is just an example how we as QA, we are using it at the moment. So we are generating quite a good test design, test scripts, and also automation scripts. Can you please move to the next slide? Yeah, and just this is actually the very interesting statistics from one of the research agents sources, which showcase how during the last year, how the utilization or usage of AI has changed. If you see that mainly teams are using it for different types of document, which is actually test design is also a document, or the strategy is also a document, but more and more we will be using it for data and analysis. And this data and analysis, in fact, will be very helpful for us to do some predictive analysis of our applications, and also about how the defects will behave. And if you have enough history of the defects, enough database, you also can be will be able to forecast which defects you will have in your testing cycle, and so having this information how to prevent them. So just wanted to showcase you that the usage and adoption of AI has changed the main area it's applicable. So in general, what coming next in the way of AI? Agentic key pipelines. So more and more agents we are designing the agents, right? And they're helping us to assist more and more with different use cases. So these agents and pipelines, they will be collaborating to each other. Even now you can put different agents in the one pipeline, so they help you with different types of test analysis and prioritization, and with starting from test design to the regression analysis, etc. So agentic QA pipelines still will be very much in use and will be developed further. Defect intelligence, as I've already mentioned, so AI is really very good in analyzing the defects, the root cause, and how to prevent, and the typical and some patterns, which helps us to prevent the defect in the future. AI on AI testing, what it means that with more and more AI being present in our software development, we will be more and more validating not only the solution, but different types of software like copilots, engine, autonomous features, and tool using agents. So there will be some kind of, and still it is already in place. So we have quite a big volume of the solutions, which are not like even were not typical a couple of years before, but now we are testing copilots, bots, and some different recommendation tools. The next wave, what will be in the our QA, in our QA world, this is how LLM actually validates itself. So maybe you've heard about AI as a judge. It means that two different agents or two different LLMs can evaluate each other, and it also can help us. So there is a high possibility that there will be finding something we will never find. So this is also a quite interesting new direction. And still, we will be having human in the loop governance. As I said, that actually no, only human at this moment can make a final decision about what to test, if it meets the business priority, if it's actually something we need, or it's not excessive testing which won't bring any business value. So still human in the loop still will be in place. And I truly believe that actually with this AI assistance and a lot of agents and different tools AI brings to us, we will be more like strategists and making the governance for the AI. And it will be really very interesting move into our profession. And still, AI safety and drift monitoring should be our top priority. So there are some kind of key direction, key areas. I do believe that AI will be in the development in the nearest future. But then who knows what it brings else? Actually, this is only the horizon we can see at the moment, but then no one knows. Let's move to the next slide. So in automation, of course, with great AI help, and now maybe you guys who are already working with AI in automation just already know that it helps a lot. It helps to generate the code. It helps to find the patterns. In our case, in our account, for example, on top of the generating some scripts, AI also helps to find the script, because actually the repository is quite big. AI can help us to find the typical scripts we can reuse, and it helps a lot, because actually the one of the big problem when you are generating the test automation, it's when your backlog of the test automation scripts becomes too heavy. It's like too many tests. And more, if you are not doing the optimization of the scripts, it become a problem, because you need to maintain, you need to support such a big scope of tests, and no one knows actually if it's still useful or not. So AI can really help you to optimize the test automation scope and also do the maintenance work, and then analyze which test can be maybe eliminated, or which test can be reused to extend it to the bigger use cases. So this is actually one of the key really areas AI helps a lot. And also AI helps, it's already helping us to analyze the patterns and analyze the failures of the automation script. So more and more AI will be able to fix some patterns, especially if you are guiding him properly. It will help you not only to work with the scope to prevent some like duplication or usage of the scripts which don't bring any value, but also to analyze the patterns and to eliminate the failures in the script. So it's already in our work. Let's move to the next slide. So another chapter in our life, this is AI infused testing. It's very interesting. It just like stepped into our reality. AI infused testing. Just think about that, how many systems appearing on the market which are generated by AI, or generated with the help of AI, or maybe some blocks or models generated by AI. And there is another type of testing actually. Can we please switch to the next slide? Yeah, so this is actually how the AI in products redefines us. So we now have, I've already mentioned that we have now copilots, assistants, chatbots, recommendation agents, different types of, maybe purely, maybe partially generated by AI application. So there are some logic which generated or influenced by models in real time. And output was actually can vary based on the context. So just imagine how much, what is the volume of such application appear on the market. And now just think about it. And of course, we need to learn how to test such application, and we need also to learn what to focus on. And I would say that maybe, guys, in the maybe at least at the nearest future, which we can predict, which we can see, we want, we will have something to work on. Yeah, so the quality assurance or quality engineering will be very much in demand, but we need to actually to evolve. We need to adopt to the technologies. So as you see, that what we validate now, yeah, skills for the future. Yeah, I believe that I've already covered this. So we can move to the skills for the future. So to be ready to the next era of quality engineering, I'm just like I would like to maybe to summarize the previous conversation that we, in general, we are moving from we are moving to the predictive quality engineering. We are moving into the world when we need to be able to validate AI generated or AI infused software. We need to be strategic thinkers because we need to validate that actually whatever AI helps us to check if it's meets business expectation or not. So just put everything together and think about which skills do we need for the future. Is it something we need to bring into our experience? I do believe yes. Can we also switch to the next cycle? Next page. Yeah. So as you see, there are, in my view, there are 4 main pillars, and you can validate your team or your maybe experience against each, or maybe you can extend it. But from my perspective, we still work with guys. We still work with humans. It means that humans prefer to interact with humans. So maybe you also know it based on your experience when you call to the call center. Maybe it's not about you, maybe it's only mine experience. But if you have some specific problem which cannot be easily fixed, you prefer to speak to the agent, to the real human, to resolve and to get the proper communication. So still in our profession, the communication and client-centric consulting will be on the top priority. So we really need to have quite a good communication and consulting skills, and to be able to generate the proper QA strategy, which will meet business expectation, and our quality, to make our quality as a business value driver. So, and to be able to navigate in this sea of the data and million of artifacts generated by AI, we need to have analytical and data-driven skills. It means that for deeper data analysis, you need to know how to actually to operate with big data. So you need to have at least some math and statistics skills to be able to generate the right output and to analyze the data properly and to make the proper insights. You see that, for example, when you work with the quality metrics, you cannot just generate a number of maybe dashboards or visuals with the data statistics. You need to convert these metrics into some insights which will be helping your business and your leadership to make a decision. So this is actually the ability to translate QA data into business insight. It's a very important skill. So test architecture and process engineering. This is the next pillar. Again, in order to navigate, in order to guide AI, you need to actually to understand which process you are building and which processes you might have, and to choose the right one. So everyone should understand the end-to-end test architecture. By test architecture, I mean which process actually you can apply, how to adopt a specific process to your daily life, to your specific task. So you need to have quite a good and extensive understanding of the processes and the architecture, test architecture, to be able to choose the proper one. And for tooling, automation, and AI enhanced delivery, I've already told that from my perspective, we will be eliminating in the future the separation between the manual and automation testing. And of course, AI helps us, even if we don't have much experience in program or maybe programming skills, we will be able to generate more and more. With AI, you can use and easily convert from one programming language to another, or use the AI generated blocks. But in general, without having the coding skills and basics, how you can validate if AI generates something which which will fit the which will fit your needs. Actually, for my perspective, some code basics which we should all have to have. At least how to actually to write the proper code, how to optimize it, how to work with repository, and some basic programming skills. This is something we need to focus on. So this is actually the maybe key mm, key skills we need to obtain. And as you see, it's way more far from the what we've seen for the last years. We need to understand the process and test architecture. We need to have some analytical skills. We need to have some tool automation and coding basic skills, and all together will help us to actually to be on demand and to bring value to our customers and companies. So can we please move to the next slide? So now, talking about adoption, adoption on your project. So depending on where you are with your team, I would like to say that we have quite a standard adoption path. At least we've seen quite a standard adoption path for many projects. And here I will be maybe sharing my own experience. Can we please move to the next page? Yes. So this is actually, guys, it's from my perspective, it's quite a typical adoption path. And based on my experience, I would say that we did a couple of not mistakes. It wasn't just mistake. No one knows how to actually to better adopt. It was quite a time when everyone tried to bring AI as much as possible to actually to push the team to start using AI, and was expecting to actually to see the productivity gain from the very beginning. This is actually was maybe the phase we all faced with in the past, but now we better understand how to adopt AI. And I would say that before to adopt AI, first of all, you need to actually to lower your expectation a bit. What does it mean? That if you expect that AI will bring immediate result, it won't happen from the very beginning. You need to give your team, you need to give your team time to experiment with AI, because AI is not some like magic solution. You need to know which use case, which business case you can use for AI. It means that you need to give your team time to experiment with AI. Give them time, give them the tool, give them the knowledge, which is also very important. You need to go to provide your team with some basic knowledge. For example, in our case, what helped us a lot, we invited our AI developers to our quality assurance teams, and we asked them to actually to bring us more information about what are the modern LLMs on the market, for example, what they actually what one LLM is more useful for which use case, what is the difference between them, how it's built, what is the neighbor links. So all this information helped us to motivate people to understand and go deeper into this technology. So I would suggest that before to expect anything like real results or some real productivity gain, you need to actually to give team time to explore. Just give them a tool, give them a knowledge, so they can start adopting it to some specific use cases. Then you can collect those test cases and see how to scale it. Otherwise, maybe other way it won't work. But just maybe quite important, but maybe missing step, that before to actually to introduce AI, you also need to see and maybe to audit your own processes. So if you have kind of chaos in your systems or chaos in your test processes, it will be really very hard to adopt AI. AI cannot help you to sort out your maybe misalignment and ununified process and procedures. So firstly, have a look where you are with the processes on your team. Is all your team are generating the test cases? Because actually to apply AI to the test case generation will be quite maybe a first and quite smart first step. But if you have a different process and your team generating the test cases in different way, you won't be able to scale. You won't be able to scale. You won't be able to grow your like agent or AI adoption and to implement it across different streams. So this is some like homework you can do in order to actually to help your team and maybe to think one step ahead while your team is experimenting with the solution and trying to find some use cases. Have a look on your processes. Whatever can be unified, it's better to unify. Whatever can be eliminated, it's better to align on the some typical processes. This step is very important. So once your team is exploring, maybe give them maybe a couple of months to explore the AI solution, then you can move to the next stage. You can experiment and trying to identify or to list some typical use cases you see which will bring the most value. Test design is maybe the one first step, quite obvious for every team member, but then you might have it for test plan creation or some specific automation scripts, whatever works. I seen the recommendation from one of my colleagues. They did the following. They just listed all the test activities they have in the team. And against each activity, they just put the mark. Okay, this is more likely AI will help. This is more likely AI won't help. This will help partially. You can also implement the same approach. But in general, don't expect that it will happen from the day one. Give your team time to explore, then bring them to the next stage. Bring them to the use case listing. And only when you integrate AI in your daily life, you can start collecting some metrics. But again, based on our experience, I would say that also you cannot expect that those like some benefits you will see from the very beginning. Again, it's a process. Also, people need to know how to do this prompt engineering in the proper way. People need to to have some basics like in prompt engineering, or maybe some technical basics or some maybe code basics to be able to produce better results. And only on this stage you can start collecting some metrics. Start from the maybe very basic metrics as engagement rate. It means just start collecting the information about if every team member uses AI, or maybe someone is still like have some resistance. To ask them why, what actually prevents them from using. And not only after that, when you see that, yes, everyone is using it and everyone is experimenting, you can see, you can start tracking the other results like productivity gain. So as you see, that this is the process. You cannot expect that it will help you from the very beginning. Don't push your team. No, don't actually ask them to start using it from the day one. Give them time to learn, to experiment, and to find the best use cases for your project or for your organization. This is a very important. AI can be applied for different use cases in different companies. And this is a very important step. So we can move further. This is actually, this is the real world use case, which I already shared with you, that in our organization, of course, we didn't know much as we know today about the AI. And of course, as many others, we were expecting that we will bring AI, we will bring our solution. We have a really amazing platform and everyone will be using it and it will be a huge success. And we introduce it to the wider audience. But actually, this approach didn't work well. Because of the actually what I've already shared with you, it didn't work well just because some people were quite resistant to the approach. Quite a lot of people just maybe didn't have enough knowledge and understanding about the new technology. Some of the people were like, we are not on this stage. I mean, globally in the world, we are not on this stage. But it was just our story maybe a couple of months ago that some of the people were afraid that they will lose the job. They actually were afraid that AI will replace everything, which is actually not the case. As you see that it's not the case. AI cannot work without human being guiding them and leading them to the business outcome. So we are not on this stage, on this phase, or on this understanding of AI any longer. We are not there. But it was like our approach we took, and then we were trying to analyze why people quite resistant. We identified a couple of key reasons, and then what I've already shared with you, that what helped us a lot, we brought some really good specialists who were able to motivate people by telling them more about the technology. And of course, you can read a lot, but when the real person who is quite experienced in the AI and the how LLM are built in neurolinks, if they tell actually if they can able to motivate your people, it helps a lot. So if you share more knowledge, you can give people more information about the technology, it will motivate them to experiment. So this is actually was our experience. And as I said, this adoption path, I've already shared with you on the previous slide. It was built on our own experience, but also speaking with other specialists and other key managers from the industry, they have all the same. So practical recommendation for teams starting their AI. Actually, I've already covered it, I believe, quite well. So don't automate chaos. Just at least identify some key processes you need to work on and do some baby steps. Make some baby steps, choose the small use cases, but think about if you can. So those use cases should be scalable. It means that it should be quite typical, so you can adopt it across different teams. This will be the best way to adopt AI on your team. And at the end, I just wanted to share with you the Alan Turing words that, again, it's very well still applicable to AI, that we can see only in short distance ahead. No one knows what happens next, but we can make some baby steps. We still have plenty there that needs to be done. So this is a very interesting journey, worth trying and worth moving into this direction. I wish you all the good luck in adoption AI in your future. Think about that, how it transform our role, and what are the strategical thinkers we need to be able with such a powerful tool to stay on the front of the software delivery world. So good luck, guys, and yeah, let's wait for the bright future ahead of us. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention.
Hi, Natalia. Wow, superb. I'm confident that your presentation has been extremely valuable for our audience. We have received a few questions from the platform. Let's discuss them. So, Natalia, our first question. What examples of successful AI applications in testing can you share from your own experience?
Examples of AI application testing, let me think. So first of all, I would say that uh, we can apply AI into different types of testing we are doing. Actually, where it helps a lot with the automation and performance testing, and also in some different types of testing activities like test design, test plan, and test strategy preparation. So maybe a lot. I'm working for retail industry. It helps us a lot now. So we also have some chatbots and recommendation. Oh, I'm sorry, and recommendation modules, which AI helps a lot to validate. So I hope that maybe this is one of the from the fresh experience. This is one of the key areas we are testing now.
Oh, amazing. Next question. How can AI contribute to automating not only testing, but other stages of the software development lifecycle?
Oh, it helps a lot. So as I said already, that starting from the it's raining. Starting from the test design and test plan preparation, it helps a lot. It's maybe unreplaceable tool to help us to generate test cases. And also AI can read the architecture diagrams. They can easily identify, for example, your test scripts are maybe missing some important checks to validate. And it helps us to do the AI in our tool, in our software. It provides us with the gap analysis. For example, I have designed test scripts for the application, and oh my God. I've designed the scripts, and AI helped me to identify gaps, which scripts or which negative testing or which edge cases I have missed. It was really very helpful. Sometimes actually you can miss it very easily, especially if you need to do some negative testing or some edge case testing, guys. So actually, this is maybe my first helper for the test design. Then I'm doing the test planning and test strategy, of course. And the strategy, AI can help to identify which testing types I need to cover. Also, again, it validates me. I always have some approach or like understanding how I can build the testing, but it validates me and helps me to not to miss anything. Then the next cycle. Uh, our current platform easily generates the test cases and move it to the repository. I don't need to create the test cases by my own. I can just click a button and the test cases will be moved to the repository. Next cycle, when we execute, it helps a lot into defect analysis. This is actually, it was one of really the most amazing things. When I see the issue in the software, I can bring to AI even some screens. It can help with root cause analysis. Automation guides are using it also for automation scripts generation, including the API tests, performance, parity tests. It helps in like in many different automation scripts, and then at the end it helps me to create the summary report. That's maybe it. And also, if I have a lot of issues, it helps me to analyze them properly, to identify some patterns, to do some insights and to actually to make a informed decision. So that's maybe
Really cool. And the last question, what metrics and indicators are most informative for assessing the effectiveness of AI solutions in quality assurance?
okay. Okay, great question. I believe that I've already mentioned if we are assessing the AI adoption in your testing processes, I would recommend start from engagement index and then moving to the productivity gain. But again, based on our experience, you might not be able to see the huge productivity gain just from the testing. Of course, it will accelerate the some testing phases as test design and testing phases as automation. It will accelerate, but real productivity gain, which will really bring some value and motivate and also be supported by your managers, you will see only across whole SDLC cycle. So every team, like business analysts, developers, they are using AI for their specific needs. And in general, you will be seeing the quite a good productivity gain across different streams and across the SDLC process. So maybe these two metrics, like engagement, productivity, which will help you to calculate um, uh, which will help you to calculate time saving per the cycle. And also I would maybe work with some defect metrics, identifying how many defects AI helped you to analyze. It means that you can, after that, you can convert it into some safe spacing because actually same time savings, because actually if you're able to analyze the root cause of the issue by yourself, not asking the developers, you also will save time. But in general, it all will actually lead to the lead time or the time needed to resolve and time to market actually. It will help you to calculate the time to market. It should reduce and accelerate this time to market. Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, if your questions weren't answered, don't worry, our speaker will respond to everyone in writing as soon as possible. Natalia, thank you so much for your inspiring and very useful presentation, for your clear, informative answers. It was great to hear your practical advice. You truly energize and motivate us to move forward. Thank you for sharing your experience and supporting our professional community. So folks, our incredible, amazing AI conference has come to an end. Special thanks to our speakers and huge thanks to our participants. Follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our events. You are the best. See you in the future, which is already here. Thank you to everyone who joined our conference. Huge thanks to our speakers for sharing their expertise, and immense gratitude to our audience for their participation. Follow us on social media to stay up to date with exciting events. See you again soon.